Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Terry Miller, Director of the University of Pittsburgh Institute of Politics, and it's my pleasure to welcome you here today to the Institute's 18th Annual Elected Officials Retreat. So, I'm feeling really grateful for two things today. One is that I have an amazing staff who pulled together a great program for you over the course of the next 24 hours. And two, I am especially grateful that Pitt has a really wonderful healthcare plan, because for the second year in a row, non-elective surgery has prevented me from attending our annual elected officials retreat. I didn't want to miss it completely, so I am happy to at least provide this welcome by videotape. Before I introduce our freshly minted Chancellor, I would like to briefly address two items that have placed the Institute in the news recently. You all likely have heard by now that the Institute is the beneficiary of a very generous $5 million endowment from the Henry L. Hillman Foundation. This will allow us to establish the Elsie Hillman Civic Forum. Through the Elsie Forum, the Institute will provide opportunities to promising young leaders and scholars, linking their academic interest with practical civic engagement. And we are very appreciative to the Hillmans for their confidence in the Institute to help educate and engage the next generation of civic leaders. So this is very exciting news for the Institute. Then, as if that was not exciting news in and of itself, in June we announced that Chancellor Emeritus Mark Nordenberg will become chair of the Institute effective January 1, 2015. To have one of the region's most transformative leaders deeply involved with the Institute will have an unmistakable impact. Of course, as with all new employees, Mark will have to make it through the probationary period, but we all have our fingers crossed that he's going to make the nod. Kidding aside, Mark, your contributions to our region as an effective collaborative leader are universally recognized. Your ability to identify potential opportunities and to bring together the necessary players to make things happen is unmatched. All of us at the Institute look forward to the privilege of working with you, and we can hardly wait to get started. Okay, so now to the new guy. We have designed this year's retreat to focus on collaborative leadership, how it can be fostered in various domains, and what it can achieve. In that spirit, I am pleased to introduce to you another great collaborative leader, Pat Gallagher, who became Pitt's Chancellor on August 1. As Director of the National Institute for Standards and Technology, Pat engaged government, universities, and the business community in effective collaboration. In 2006, before becoming Director of NIST, he was awarded a gold medal by the U.S. Department of Commerce for his leadership in interagency coordination efforts. Moreover, and now more locally, Pat's long-standing relationship with CMU President Subra Suresh could enable him to forge a partnership rivaling the Nordenberg-Cohen years. Pat is a Pitt alumnus, and he knows and loves this region. Interestingly, long before he knew the topic of this year's retreat or even that he'd be invited to participate in it, Pat highlighted the importance of collaboration in the technology sector when he delivered Pitt's 2013 commencement address. He stated, and I quote, "Innovation is a team sport. We tend to idealize in this country the rugged individualist, the cowboy ethos of being on our own and solving everything. But the notion of the lone wolf innovator working long hours in a garage, coming up with the latest product, is actually largely a myth. The way it works today, the language of innovators is exactly the opposite. It's one of collaboration and partnership and working together," end quote. As all of you here know, we in the Pittsburgh region enjoy a culture of collaboration that I would say is unmatched by any other region in the country. And I believe that through our work at the Institute of Politics, by convening cross-sector leaders, providing you with good facilitation, and arming you with good, balanced research, we assist you in making well-informed decisions that enhance our region and also shine a positive light on the University of Pittsburgh. So these words of Chancellor Gallagher tell me that he is the perfect person to lead Pitt. And building on the collaborative spirit that exists here, I know that he will have a great impact on our home region. I trust that you all now will live up to this description by giving Pat a great demonstration of how the best collaborators in the country work together. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the 18th Chancellor of the University of Pittsburgh, Pat Gallagher. Have a great retreat, everyone.